All right, guys, how's it going? It is time for another today's exclusive. All right, now this one's going to interest me, and some of you will know why, right? This is an exclusive published on TBR Football, and the headline is as follows. Liverpool have open talks to sign £58 million striker with his release clause set. Now, those of you that are subscribed to my free LFC newsletter, the link is in the video description, will understand why this is of interest to me. So I can't read the entire article out to you because you're not allowed to do that. But if I leave any bits out, it's nothing that backs me up or makes them look more stupid, if that's the case. It's just the little bits of guff where they're explaining who a player is or where Liverpool stand in the league, for example, right? So anyway, the article, you can go and look at it yourself and you can compare what I'm saying anyway. TBR Football understands that Liverpool have asked about the possibility of signing RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. I think it's pronounced like that in his native language, but we, might pronounce it as Sesko, who is keeping his options open over his next destination. Now, Sesko is believed to have previously hinted to interested parties that a move to London would be his preference. So Arsenal and Chelsea are brought into the article, which also, always helps gain more engagement because then you're expanding other clubs, will come and read your article and see more adverts, right? However, they say that several other Premier League clubs remain interested in the 21-year-old, including Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle and Aston Villa. They talk about Arne Slot may well be looking for a number 9 next summer with, the Darwin Núñez situation. TBR Football's chief correspondent, Graham Bailey, has been told that Benjamin Sesko and RB Leipzig have a gentleman's agreement that the German club will help facilitate a transfer as long as their demands over a fee are met. Let's skip forward. TBR Football has learned that Leipzig will not demand that his release is paid in full as long as the price tag and overall deal is deemed to be suitable. Now, it goes on talking about Arsenal and Chelsea being at the front of the queue. But as mentioned, TBR Football can reveal that Liverpool have made inquiries in recent weeks, whilst lines of communication are open with a host of clubs. Could that be true, do you think? Right, so this is dated the 5th of March. Now, if you subscribe to my newsletter, on the 22nd of February, I put out an update that was titled Agent Lines Up Benjamin Sesko Talks. The Reds are looking at possible Darwin Núñez replacements, and the RB Leipzig hitman is definitely on Liverpool's radar. And in that update, which is here in front of me, it's an extensive update, it's very long. It explains the current state of play, where the information has come from, what the player is known for, why FSG would, under FSG's ownership, if you like, would they see Sesko as a more attractive option than, say, Alexander Isak? Sesko's lower valuation, manageable wages and higher resale potential make him a textbook FSG signing, affordable now with a big payoff later. And basically this article goes on and explains, it's a very, very long article. If you've read this, if you're on my newsletter, could you drop a comment in the comment section of this video and let people know what you thought of the article, and just confirm that I did send that out a few weeks ago or whatever. So regardless of my article, TBR Football revealing today that Liverpool have made inquiries in recent weeks, whilst lines of communication are open with a host of clubs, which I think that's like a disclaimer, but maybe it's true. And then it says Benjamin Sesko could make Liverpool unstoppable. Adding an elite level striker to slot Liverpool team could be the piece of the puzzle, which could make them unstoppable. And then they talk about they say here that he's 17 goals in 34 matches, which is quite impressive considering his age and not playing for an elite team. So if you want to read the article, by all means go to tbrfootball.com. It's not a very good website, I've got to be honest with you. But I think there's some truth in that. But the thing is where are they getting that information from? Is it real? Have they got their own sources, or have they heard some whispers somewhere? But yeah, I wanted to bring it to your attention. You know, we do the today's exclusive, you know, and they tend to be nonsense, you know, it tends to be funny. But if we can find what appears to be a genuine exclusive, if it was from, say, David Ornstein or Paul Joyce, then I would still do today's exclusive and we would go over it. But the majority of the time, the nonsense, you know, the nonsense. However, I don't know whether what's being claimed here is nonsense from, you know, whoever said anything to them, if they really have said anything to them. But going by what I have been told several weeks ago, which is out there, and of course it's on the members' website as well. I do believe that Liverpool do have an interest in Benjamin Sesko, and I've explained it fully as to why that is. Now, what I might do is I might publish that on the main coptalk.com website in my column, Duncan Oldham. So if you go to coptalk.com, at the top it says Opinion Duncan Oldham. I haven't updated that since November 2023. Maybe I'll drop it on there and explain, because there is a definite interest in this player for Liverpool. And I talk about, you know, in my sub-headline, I put he's definitely on Liverpool's radar, and I even say I hate making claims that include statements such as Liverpool are monitoring, Liverpool are considering, and the player is on Liverpool's radar for obvious reasons. The fan base has become tired of such claims because usually nothing comes to fruition, but this is because of the amount of fake claims that are made on social media, and in particular on X. Engagement pays on that platform. The more replies from a verified user, someone with a blue tick, to a claim made on a monetized account, the more revenue that account generates. It's that simple. However, when I make a claim using any of those terms, rest assured that I have faith in where it's coming from. And in that update on that newsletter, I say where that comes from as well. I do. I explain. So, what was I going to say? No, I don't know. I think I didn't know anything about this player before. I'm going to be honest with you, until I heard that he was mentioned with us. But I might throw it up on the main site at some point. So yeah, I'll leave that with you. If you've got any opinion on this, please drop a comment. What was I going to say to you? From the comments I've seen previously about this on the members' website, people, you know, some people were saying, oh, he's great, he's going to be the next best thing. Some people were saying he's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. But that's just football opinion as usual, you know, and maybe that will apply with you in the comments on this video, I don't know. But what I can say to you is that Liverpool are monitoring this player, monitoring FC. They are very interested in this player, guys. This is me saying this to you. This isn't some, you know, Twitter twat or something, just fat twat. But what I need to point this out to you as fans, and I've been guilty of it too. It's been monitoring FC, you know, on the radar. How big's the fucking radar? It's bigger than fucking radars at GCHQ or something. But if you think about it, we've only gone down that route of monitoring FC because of the shit on social media. Because all these Twitter twats are on a daily basis are saying this, that here's another player Liverpool are monitoring, here's another Liverpool link, you know, on the radar. And if you are part of that, if you've been subjected to that and you're reading that daily, it's going in your brain, right? And literally you're seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, I mean, literally multiple claims every day saying Liverpool linked with, Liverpool monitored with, monitoring FC. You're seeing that daily. If you're seeing that every day, that's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of claims a year, which leaves you thinking monitoring FC. Take away the Twitter twats, the aggregators making those claims, the majority of which are complete nonsense and they're just doing it for engagement. And you don't have monitoring FC. You wouldn't think that about Liverpool. So what we're doing is we're allowing ourselves to be critical of the club and the owners, saying, yeah, monitoring. But is that a fair thing to say? I don't think it is. Because like I say, it's coming from social media. So if you remove yourself from that and don't read that shite, you wouldn't think that Liverpool were monitoring FC, and Liverpool are doing their business as they would any other football club. Therefore, making a short list for each position, 2 or 3 players that can maybe play in that one position that they're trying to improve. They can't sign every fucker, right? So you're always going to get the players linked with, that's been on the go for decades, But just remember that the monitoring FC thing is very unfair to say that about Liverpool. And it's usually said by people that are trying to criticise FSG, FSG out and all that. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm not here to big up the owners or slaughter the owners or whatever. I'll be honest and, I'll criticise them when I think it's warranted and praise them when I think it's due. But I think it's unfair to say that we've become monitoring FC under the owners. We haven't. It's because of these Twitter twats that are constantly putting these claims out there that they know that that's not true, and then people are gullible and they fall for it. So my advice to you would be ignore these fuckers, stay away from them, and you will have a better head, trust me, and you will become as disappointed during transfer windows. All right, guys, I'm going to leave that with you. That's today's exclusive. As much as I want to, I always like to laugh and joke about the exclusives, but the opening statement is that they understand that Liverpool have asked about the possibility of signing RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko, and I'm afraid I would have to agree with that one because I made that claim myself several weeks ago. All right, but they're revealing it. All right, guys, what do you think? Yeah, do you know anything about this player? I'm sure everybody would like to know your thoughts. Okay, if you appreciate this video, please thumbs up this video. Please drop me a comment. If you'd like to buy me a coffee or a beer for Friday, please hit the super thanks button, which is the love heart under my video. If you don't see it, there are links in the video description. And I will give a shout out to you in tomorrow morning's morning briefing. But remember, the morning briefings are now on my other YouTube channel. All right, not this one. I've explained why. It's to do with notifications that YouTube send out. If you want to watch today's morning briefing, and if you do buy me a coffee or whatever, I want to make sure you hear me appreciate you and thank you. But that would be on my morning briefing tomorrow, which is on my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/Duncan Oldham. The link for that is also in the video description, and I think it will be a sticky comment on this video. All right, guys, Benjamin Sesko, whether you listen to TBR football, whether you think he's a good player or not, there's something in it, all right? There's something in it. Liverpool are sniffing around him, and this isn't a Twitter twat telling you that. All right, just a fact twat.